All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, once again, working on our botanical field journal kind of thing, and left off finishing up this fun belly band. And obviously, it needed a little bit more of something, so that's what we're going to do for now. So, we have some writing here that I want to cover up. So we're going to make this straight into a little kind of label here that I'm going to leave blank, but I pulled some various little vellum stickers and whatnot. So we're just going to rock and roll today and get this going. So let's see, let's ink this with, let's do the dark green. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's see, what do we got? We got a lot of stuff on our table because basically I paused for the day, would have been yesterday for me, and got a bunch of other stuff done that I needed to get done, and then kind of left the table ready to rock and roll here this morning. So that is the plan. So that is going to go there. And trying to decide a few other things yet, where we're going to go from here and all that jazz. So let's get these fun friends on here quick. And we'll put these pages back in the book, or we'll put this page back in the book and see how it's looking. And then we might just see what else is on the desk to kind of go from there. So I kind of want these just kind of tucked underneath the label. So that one's going to go on that side. I have had these vellum stickers for quite some time, so it's nice to kind of use up what I have. And that has basically been what I'm trying to do. Although yesterday I did go to a little thrift store and they had a few little craft supplies there that I was like, ooh, these are nice. Not something I had seen before. I want to make this pretty straight. A little more this way. That's pretty good. All right, so that and that. And then I have this little bird that I think will look really cute right down here. So let's see. And my bunny is out. He was zipping around before. Now he's having a little chill moment, relaxing, being all cute, sprawled out on the rug. Let's see. I want to ink the edges of this little friend just a little, and I'm just going to use some Distress. Just some regular, what is it? Vintage Photo, I think. Yeah, I think it's Vintage Photo. So it's just a light brown. Just because the white is so white and such a contrast, at least on his body. And I trimmed this sticker down because it had a lot of white space around it. And I just think that that kind of helps make things a little bit less jarring. That's just how I like to do things, especially with little stickers and stuff like that. All right, so that little fun little friend goes there. And now I think because he's got a little hint of red, I'm thinking this little flower tucked right up under here. And then move on to some other fun stuff, because I wasn't sure where this was going to go after we finished the sewing on it yesterday. So that's what we're doing here. Oh, I don't know if you have issues with these vellum stickers. Or like, they're not really vellum. It's more like acetate. It's like an acetate and I never know which way to go. Go toward the design, away from the design, hope for the best. Just got to catch it just the right way, it feels like. Okay. See if we can get this tucked under here. There. I do like them because they are so clear. They're a little bit shiny, but I'm okay with that. But I feel like they lay into stuff really nicely because of the clear, so you can just really see the design. Okay, that's super pretty. We're still gonna find something there, but I am not sure what I want to do there yet, so I'm gonna leave it for now. So a couple extra stickers that I pulled, a little label, because I was auditioning some stuff. That would have been pretty there too if we'd have had it maybe inked or something. So I'm gonna set these fun friends off to the side because we might use them a little later. Patrol our garbage just a titch, at least, so we have a little bit less to clean up later. Okay. So let's get this friend back in the book. So this goes here, and then this, which I think that is going to be really perfect. And then this goes here. So like so. And then let's see what it looks like on this side. Really pretty, really fun. All right, so we have done a page in one of the farther back signatures. We've done one closer to the front. I think I've decided I might do a hidden spine in this journal, but I haven't completely decided. That's why we haven't stitched it yet, which is fine because then I can pull pages and use them to, yep, that's the one we did. So let's pick something in this signature. So let's do something in here. We have some options. I know what I was going to do. Let's just go through this stack. I have this flip out that I was thinking would be cool as a flip out of the page someplace. So we would want to use kind of one of the pages that doesn't go all the way. So let's check and see what we have. It's got that fun pocket. We might pick something on the other side. Oh, that might be cool if we do it like this. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're gonna make this the hinged flip out so that we see this on this side. Although that could be a cool pocket too if we just stitched this one. You know what? Let's do that. This is going to get sewn here. So if I have a couple more things of sewing, that's what we're going to do. Do I want to cut the top edge or make a thumb pull spot? Good question. I don't know. So we're going to stitch this one. Do I have a Post-it? Okay, so I'm still finding out issues with my workspace, and because as anybody knows, when they set up an area, you're gonna find the issues or the problem spots that you're just like, ugh, biscuits. So I am slowly finding the frustrations and issues of what I have, and that is I can't get to some of the stuff I need when I need it in a pinch, and some of my go-to things. So that's what I am continuing to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I found a old Post-it. I'm going to put this on here so I know what I'm going to do. So sometimes I will have a bunch of stuff and like if I have some sewing, I will wait until I have a few things to do. So I'll just leave myself a note. So stitch edges to make pocket. So I'm going to put this on here so I know that's what we want to do, and then we'll come back to that. So that's going to go on there. So that'll be a fun pocket, and then we turned it into writing space then too. So that'll be a nice big plain area for writing space as well. So we're gonna do that. So that's another thing off the list. Next, I had an idea for a couple of things. So let's take a peek through the rest of this and see if anything jumps out at us. So this is gonna go together there. That's pretty. Let's kind of do something toward the back. That's pretty. That's also nice. So maybe let's dress up something else, and we might pick a different page. I don't know. Let's go ahead. So that one is, nothing's jumping out at me. Is this, I think this is the one that goes here. So we have one thing in each of these. Let's find something in the first page, first section here. This is nice. I don't think we're going to do too much with this because I have like lists of flowers here. Maybe we'll ink the edges. Maybe hit this with some ink just to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe add something on here. But this is kind of like a tuck already. So we'll see. I have that yellow envelope, which I'm thinking could be interesting as another little flippy spot. And could that work? Can go that way, go that way, go that way. Maybe if we cheat it up just a little. That's nice. Okay. So let's just get this friend in here. We'll think about decorating it more later. So this is all I'm gonna do, because this is one of the peel off kind. But I'm going to cheat it out. No, cheat it in. Up. Because I don't want it to get into the crease. Oh, it's going to be tight. That is going to be tight. Do it right there, maybe. Okay. Throw some more glue on here. I just want it to stick really well. And we will work on decorating that a little bit more later. I was going to ink it. I forgot I was going to ink it first, but that's okay. We will find something. Okay, I like that. That's good. And I don't think it's going to be a problem with the crease of the book. I think it'll be fine. It's going to be tight in that corner, but I think it'll be fine. All right, so these are fun. This is really plain. Let's do something here. Let's do this page. So I'm going to pull this page out. I'm going to take this, and we'll see. Let's play around with this page for a little bit. All right, I'm thinking. And we could do 2 pages at once and have it basically be balanced. So I have some dictionary page, which I thought would be fun for a background. And I wanted to get as much of the W stuff here as I could, because it's wild carrot, wild cat, wild celery, wilderness. So all of that on this side, but it's a little bit big for what I wanted to do, and I will show you and explain in a second here. So maybe one of our other pages will be better. And this one had collect on it, coloring collection. So maybe this one will be better. And maybe I'll just do it on one side of the page then. Yeah, let's do this one instead. I like that. Let's go for it. Let's do it. So, and this is all very white. Maybe we will, let's do something here first because this is so plain. So let's go ahead and at least, at minimum, hit some ink on the edges here. And I need a blotting paper. All right, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and do some green. Let's do the dark green first on here with a brush. So I'm just going to ink this quickly. Okay. Had an idea for this side, so I think I'm going to do that first before I go any further with this. So one of these doilies I had here is really pretty and interesting. And so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to use this kind of as a stencil. What do I want? I'm going to do some wild honey, maybe a little like gathered twigs. And then put it on this side. See if we get some sort of an impression from that. A little bit, not much, but that's okay. Just adding a bit of texture. Let's go ahead. I want a bit more, so let's just go ahead and do it some more. Okay, so let's move this here for a minute. I'm just gonna put this, just using this to blot. I'm gonna do some stuff with these pages anyway, but let's do that. Didn't go through there, but ooh, that's pretty. That's fine. So now this will need to dry a little bit too. Put you over here. Okay, now these friends. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to this. Sometimes you just have to do it, right? Right. This is not the green as I would hope or wish, but it is the green I have. Although, hold on. No. Oh, old paper might be good. Let's use old paper instead. I don't have a ton of distress sprays. I only have 12 of them. Yeah. So we might have to have some drying time here too. We are going to get our thingies dirty. That's okay. We're washable. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna have to dry a little titch too. But let's maybe do a couple more. Then we'll have some for some other spots. So that one is very damp on the edge. I have this one that also would be cool. So let's spray this one first and then crumple it. I'm glad I put my apron on. We'll see how that dries. That could be interesting. That's muted on this side. We're having a different reaction. That's very cool. All right, I'm gonna leave that one. Now, what else do I wanna do? Let's put you down and use you and do this again. So sometimes you just gotta have a play. Have a little bit of play. Have fun. I've got a couple more pages here I can dribble on. Maybe a little touch of green. Over here. Duh. I also realized I need to get a drying rack or have some more stuff. So when I decide to be a little more adventurous with my sprays, that's a good way, adventurous, that I have a spot for that to happen. Okay, so this isn't also, I want to use this at some point, but I'm not sure which. And I don't know if I really want to do that. I also have this one, and then I also have this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this one. I'm just gonna let that soak in and then give it a good little smear. And we'll also see what happens with that. Okay, let me set these off to dry for a couple, and then we'll go back. We'll go from there. All right, I think we're mostly dry. Dry enough, I think, that we should be fine. Feels pretty dry. All right, so we're gonna go on this side. Still wanna leave some journaling space, but I also wanna decorate this page a little bit, give it some fun. So I looked at what words I want to be peeking out and what ones I don't mind being ruined. So I'm gonna tear this. Like so. And then this is gonna go here. And this is gonna go down here. In fact, I might scooch this way just a little titch. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna glue these down. No, I think I will do it this way maybe. No, this way, like so. Yeah, so we're gonna get these glued on here quick and then decide if we wanna add something else, maybe a little tuck or something to go in the corner of the page or something like that. So I'm lining this one up along the bottom edge and then just smoothing it down. And yes, I got some glue on there. It's fine. I should have my little glue book out to glue on. That'll be another thing. I should be writing down some notes for myself. Maybe when I edit my video, I can write down the things that I mentioned. That's probably that's a good idea, Nancy. Do that. Write down a list of things as I go. And then this is going to be on this side and there. All right. So now we've added a little bit more texture and interest to this page. There's still some writing space at the moment. And now let's see if we have a pocket or something or a tuck that I've made already that might work with this page some. I think this I want to put into a pocket. I'm just looking back through some of my other stuff that I've already made. I want that to tuck into something as well. Okay, I have this nice little pocket. Okay, that's cute. And then this will tuck there. Let's do it. Let's do it. This was on the back of some paper that was a card. So just gonna make a little pockety goodness. Okay, so that pocket is good, and we already have something to tuck into it. The colors look great. Now, it feels like it needs something. What can we do? That's one thing that I'm gonna have to do or look into is about clusters or some other things. See what I've got already. I feel like I might have a cluster that'll look nice on here. Because I don't want to cover up too much of this writing. Because I like the writing. That's kind of the point, is to talk about the flower, because field journal. So maybe this one is a little too big. I think I've got some like little strip style ones. So these are just clusters that I've made previously. And sometimes you just gotta find the right friend. Okay, that looks really pretty right there. The ladies with the dresses. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, here's a really pretty leaf though, too. So maybe we're gonna do 2 little clusters. That looks really cute. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? We're the boss of us. Okay, let's ink this friend a little bit so it kind of goes with this some more. Let's do Rusty Hinge on here. You can hear my rabbit bipping around here. I have a big box that I gave him to use as like a tunnel, and he is enjoying that very much. So right about there, and then this friend, let's do you in the fossilized amber. So if you haven't seen this, I put Velcro on the bottoms of these, and then I have their little dauber sponges right on them. That. All right, so I think that's good. And then we have a spot for another little tuck to go in right in there. A little later, if we want to put in some more little things. So while we took away some writing space, we've got room in our pockets and such to kind of keep going. All right, what else we can do here? What else? I don't need that paper clip anymore. Okay, and let's make sure we can still fold our page. All right, so I love this. That turned out really pretty. Okay, and this little fun spot here, a little fibery goodness. Is that still working pretty good? Oh yeah, even that looks pretty like that. Cool. All right, so that is, yes, Artemis. Okay. All right. Rockin' and rollin'. Let's see what other fun friends we have. So this goes back in here. And this goes back in here. Okay. Let's do something on here. Maybe we'll ink. Let's ink it a little bit and see what happens. I'm thinking the green, just to make it stand out a little bit. So let's ink this. I think that'll be pretty as is, and then whatever we tuck in here is going to be really nice. So we could even put one of our little, oh, that's like perfect. I love that. Okay, so then we'll have to have some other fun ephemera to put in here, but I think that is going to look perfect right there, especially since it's the opening of the book and this flower is reminiscent of what's on the cover. I think that'll be really nice. Okay, so let's just keep on keeping on here. See what else inspires us. Okay, set you aside for now. I think I'm going to have to get this stitched together. That might be the next video. Deciding what we're gonna do there. This is really pretty. This paper is really heavy, so this is nice, would be nice, but I don't want to get rid of this. So maybe let's add some space to journal. That might be a good thing. So do I have a little flippy or something that will work with this page? I think that's kind of nice. That gives some journaling spot. And those flowers. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Do I want to ink the page or not? Decisions, decisions. Okay. Or I could also make this a little side tuck. Let's do that. And then we are giving even more space. So we're going to glue the top edge really well. Come on, glue bottle. Your life is dependent upon this. I think I need to soak my nozzle again. I think that's part of the issue. Biscuits. Okay. Just have to be careful when I take that nozzle off that I don't get a little bit so crazy with the glue. Just really want to make sure this top edge is going to be glued well, since it's also going to be like a little tucky pocket thing. All right, so line this up here. Okay. Hey, don't chew on that, you pooper. That is not for you. I had some lace hanging down. Gosh, he's naughty. He's really the naughtiest rabbit I've ever had. I was really spoiled with my last rabbit that I had for, oh man, he lived very long. He was such a good boy. But this bunny, man, he is just into everything. Yeah, you, Stinkerton. But the rabbit proofing that I have to do is just, it seems like it gets more and more all the time. And he is 5.5. He's loving the fact that we have this new space because he gets to be in here with me. And so when I'm in my workroom, I usually just have the door to his cage open so he can run around. But that also means no cords accessible. I have a lot of things blocked off. He will try and he'll chew on books, cut like normal stuff. Like He's a rabbit. Of course he's going to do that stuff. But he is a naughty pants. That is for certain. All right, so we'll be able to put something in there, and I know I've made a few things that would work really well. So that page is good. I like that. All right, let's see what else. Stay focused here, Nance. You're getting rabbit distracted. It's no surprise to anybody that knows me. Maybe, let's see. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe we'll hop into the next signature so I don't. Okay, we can do something. Let's decorate this guy a bit. We got a little bit of stuff on there, so let's decorate this guy. So this, I need to fix this weird little bloody happy face. But we need something. We need like a wowzer focal point or something there. And maybe I'm going to have to like wait for a little bit to do that. So maybe let's do this side. Let's do this side. And I have this trim that we did. So that could be nice. And oh, yes. Do I have the other corner? I do. Maybe we will do a little like this and sew this friend on here. Where can I cut this so it is the nicest? Maybe we'll trim it here. Let's do that because I like that and I want to save it for something else. So let's go ahead and this is a bit of antique collar from a box of stuff that I got a while ago. So let's put this here. And okay, I think we have a plan. All right, let's see if we can put it into action here. All right, so I'm thinking this, let's ink that to start with, this edge a little bit, because it is very stark with our situation. And we got a lot of green, so let's go ahead and do it with our Distress Ground Espresso. Okay. Now let's get this friend glued on. We're just going to go with it. We have decided, we have our mission. You got to make that jump sometimes, even if you're not quite sure. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't look great. Then rip it off or put something else there, right? Okay, so I think that's where I'm gonna leave this one for today, since I need to manage my glue bottle, get that sorted, get a bunch of other stuff sorted out, and then we will carry on a bit later. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification tab so that you know when my videos come out, and comment. I do respond to every comment that I get. I still have plenty of time for that, and I try and do it almost every day unless I have stuff going on. So if you have commented, double check and see. I probably did respond to you. You don't have to respond back again. That's up to you. But I do love my comments, and I love hearing from people and people's suggestions or ideas and stuff like that. So that is just fine. Yeah, share with some friends and show them some interesting things. If you are enjoying what you see, other people might as well. Oh, that looks so pretty like that. Perfect color choices. Good job, May. And don't forget, art with your heart. You never know what you can make. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye.